I want to bring in Myla Morales. She's a former makeup artist for Diddy and also Cassie Ventura, working for Diddy for years and eventually becoming a friend of Cassie's. In 2010, Myla alleges that she heard Cassie being physically abused and was a witness to the aftermath of the alleged attack. She joins me now. Myla, thank you so much for being here. This has been, for so many people, illuminating, infuriating, troubling, devastating. You can go down the list of things, but it's so difficult to speak about.
I know.
Being a witness of anything. Tell me how you must be feeling just knowing that this has even come to light.
Well, I have kept this secret for like 14 years. I mean, the first time I experienced it was 2010. And I was in the hotel room when Puff came in, and I had no idea Cassie left. And when I woke up, I just saw his presence come into the room. They went into the bedroom and shut the door, and all I could hear is screaming and yelling and whatever was going on in there, I don't know. But all I could think of was to grab Cassie's things and start packing it up and just getting her out to safety and bringing her to my house. So that's kind of like what transpired from that night. And once she came out of the room, she was badly, beaten.
Oh my God. What did her physical appearance look like?
I mean, it was knots on her head, black eye, busted lip, but a lot of knots all over her head.
Did she go to the police at that point or anything?
No, we didn't know what to do at that point because, Puffy is a very powerful person and we were quite terrified. So I just, brought her to my house, and my friend, who is a doctor, I called her, and thank God she was in town because we didn't know what to do. And she treated her for, just to make sure she didn't have a concussion or anything like that. But it was really it was painful to see Cassie like that because she's such a beautiful human being. And for a man to just hurt any sort of woman or child or animal, it doesn't matter. But Cass is a good friend of mine, and I just felt, so I just didn't know what to do. I felt like I don't even know how to describe how I felt that night.
Did she describe how she was feeling about having that happen? Did you get a sense that this was the first time?
It didn't feel like it, because it wasn't. It was almost like, I feel like she might have been embarrassed that happened in front of me.
In the entertainment industry has long been a platform for fame, fortune, and talent, but behind the glittering surface, a darker side often lurks. The allegations against Shay Diddy Combs have raised serious questions about AB*K power and exploitation within the industry. One of the most disturbing revelations comes from the legendary R&B singer Mary J. Blige, who has recently spoken out about her experiences with Diddy and the horrific acts he allegedly forced her to endure during her time in the music world.
You're talking about even predates what we saw in this horrific video from the hotel floor. When that video came out, what did it feel like knowing that had now been public? No, I was devastated when I saw that video because it was like I witnessed what could have happened in that room. And so that was a hallway incident. Who knows what happened, in that room when I was outside of there. And I was devastated. Actually, I've been devastated since the court cases came out and how, he mistreated Cassie. He has settled the suit involving her specifically, but there are others, and there are sources that are telling CNN that the majority of the people currently suing Diddy are actually speaking to federal investigators, which indicates the Justice Department might be moving close to an indictment. So do you think that Cassie would testify against him if federal investigators asked her to or compelled her to?
I'm really not sure. Like I said, I can't speak for Cass, but I hope she does. I hope she does, because she's the only one that would know all the information.
Why do you think, Mila, why do you think, I mean, we've heard certainly, a lot of people in the industry condemn Diddy for what they saw on that video. But it hasn't been a universal outcry within the industry specifically. Why do you think that is?
Because it's a very small industry, and we all know each other, and I feel like people are afraid to speak up about it. And the only reason why I am is because I'm a friend of Cass's, and I really care about her very much so. And I'm outraged and very, very heartbroken about how he's been treating her. It just it breaks my heart, and I just can't imagine a man treating a woman that way. And not just a woman, but a friend of mine that I've known since she was a teenager. So, I've known Cassie before all of this. So it disgusts me.
I can only imagine, of all the women that you have worked with and the people who are eager to be in the industry, what they are exposed to, how they could be exploited and abused in a variety of ways. And that's why the idea that not hearing so many more people speak up is very frustrating and hurtful for so many people.
It is frustrating and hurtful for me, because I watch, I know what goes on behind the scenes, and I just can't imagine why nobody's speaking up. I mean, everyone's just hush hush and quiet. I don't know, maybe they're scared. I mean, we've all been scared, so.
I hope this is a turning point, Mila
I
Morales.
think so.
I really hope it is. Thank you so much for joining
I
me.
hope so. Thank you so much, Laura, for having me.
Blige, who has always been open about her struggles with addiction, personal turmoil, and overcoming adversity in her music, has now shed light on the darker aspects of her early career. For years, Diddy, a powerful figure in the entertainment industry, has been known for his influence in shaping the careers of numerous artists. However, the stories that have started to surface reveal a pattern of manipulation, coercion, and A/B*C, particularly involving young female artist people.
The book details some very disturbing incidents of physical abuse that Sean Diddy Combs inflicted on his former partner, Kim Porter. In addition to his former partner's February revelations, a man named Rodney Little Rod Jones alleges in a federal suit that Sean Combs and his associate engaged in serious illegal activities. Jones had worked as a producer on Sean Combs' latest album, but also lived and traveled with him from September 2022 to November 2023. He alleges that during that time he was sexually harassed by Sean Combs, pressured to engage in sexual acts, forced to procure sex workers for Diddy, and then he also claimed that he witnessed Combs giving drinks laced with drugs to young people at a few parties. The suit further claims that Combs required Jones to quote-unquote record him constantly, which resulted in Jones obtaining hours of footage in which Sean Combs and his staff allegedly engaged in these criminal acts. Screenshots of these video clips were included in the civil suit, described as being from parties in which underage children and girls and sex workers were allegedly present. Jones also alleges that Sean Combs was attempting to groom him into having a sexual relationship with him. The lawsuit further claims that Sean Combs sexually harassed and assaulted Jones while he lived with Combs at their home in Florida, Los Angeles, and New York, as well as on a yacht that Combs had rented in the US Virgin Islands. But following these shocking and grave allegations, several celebrities have now started distancing themselves from the powerful music mogul and deleting all the social media posts amid Diddy's arrest. Megan Fox, in fact, has deleted all her posts on Instagram and has wiped her ex-formerly Twitter account, leaving fans speculating that it just might be connected to the recent arrest of Sean Diddy Combs. In fact, Usher, who had lived with Diddy as a teenager, had recently deleted his posts on X because in a resurfaced interview from the Howard Stern show, Usher had then described witnessing quote-unquote very curious things while he was living with Diddy. He said, and I quote, that I got a chance to see something. I don't know if I could indulge and even understand what I was looking at. Usher further relieved during the interview that he was privy to a lot of things that he felt uncomfortable with. The sudden deletion of all of these social media posts have now fueled fan speculation online. Given the seriousness of the allegations, Sean Combs' legal battle is far from over, with the singer not coming home anytime soon. Diddy's act bad charge has now landed him in serious trouble. Combs, who remains in federal custody after being denied bail, has been accused of attempting to cover up the evidence of these alleged abuses.
According to Blige, Diddy would often create situations where she felt trapped relying on her desire for success and recognition in the music industry. She claimed that he made it clear that if she didn't comply with his demands, her career could come to a screeching halt. This manipulation is not unique to Blige, as numerous women who were involved with Diddy's empire have come forward with similar stories of shoe AB *C emotional trauma and exploitation.
Free, who is a victim of Sean Carter. Mary J. Blige, who is a victim of Sean Combs, are sitting there talking about the death of Aaliyah.
These claims have become part of a broader investigation into Diddy's alleged involvement in his **** King airing in AB **C. According to the charges brought against him in September 2024, Diddy is accused of coercing and abusing ***Chems to fulfill his ****sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his actions. The severity of these allegations has led to a series of high-profile lawsuits and criminal investigations that have garnered widespread attention.
Tell me about that run-in that you and Suge had with Diddy in New York.
Yeah, at the Tunnel. I think it was at the Tunnel. I keep trying to think of the name of that club, but that was after the Source Awards. After, if I can recall, I think after we were at the Source Awards, we went to the after party, and I think it was a Tunnel, and we was in that partying, and Suge somehow we went behind this, whether it was the back, like coming to the back of the stage. I just know there was like more like a VIP area. Nobody was in that area. But myself, Suge, Puffy, and Puffy's security guard. And they exchanged some words, but as I said before, it wasn't anything like where Puffy was like acting saucy or anything like that. Suge kind of had his hand on his shoulder, and I stepped in between them, and when it looked like he was going to say something, I kind of pushed him, a little in between from Suge and between Puffy and myself. I got in between them, and it was myself, Suge, and Puff's security.
Was it about to go bad?
Nah, man, I mean, I think I was reacting because, you know what I mean? Like, I'm with Suge and I'm his son, and don't talk to my daddy like that, so to say. But I never felt, in New York, I never felt in danger or felt that we had anything to worry about. Never.
And this is the same Social Awards where Suge, he got on stage and he took shots at Diddy, right? And you was on stage too, right?
Yeah, I think this was after the Social Awards where he got on stage and he said, if y'all don't want to be around the dancers, the producers dancing all in your videos, come to Death Row. Yeah, behind stage on that.
And when y'all was in New York for that award show, y'all actually met up with Misa, right?
Nah, we didn't meet up with nobody. They came to us. Like I told you, Suge was like the president, bro. Like, that was the man that was moving around with hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars and $100,000, $200,000 in a briefcase private jets at that time. So he was just a magnet, you know what I mean? And Suge would come. I wish I could remember the name of the hotel, but it was a penthouse hotel, big suite. And when Misa and them came, they came with probably 6 or 7 girls, maybe more than that. But I can remember in that bunch was Mary, Misa, and either Devontae, baby mama, KC's baby mama, one of the Jodeci guys. Like, all of them used to hang in a clique real tight together. And to me, it's just like the same shit that go on. Like right now, it was kind of no different. It was just.
Mary J. Blige's revelations come amidst a string of legal battles. Diddy is currently facing one of the most notable is the lawsuit filed by Cassie Ventura, a former girlfriend and collaborator of Diddy, who accused him of years of ab*C tra**King and raw*E. This lawsuit, which was filed in November 2023, alleges that Diddy manipulated and controlled Ventura over a 10-year period, starting when she was just 19 years old. Though the lawsuit was settled for an undisclosed amount, it exposed a disturbing pattern of behavior that mirrors the allegations Blige has now shared.
To where, at that time, Suge was the man. I was coming to his room and to chill with him, and we partied in the room, drink, big ass room. So yeah, it was that time. It was big during that time. So I'm saying.
And all they baby mamas was ready to get it popping.
Yeah, man. I ain't meet a baby mama that wasn't ready to go when Suge was ready. Like you better watch Suge. As close as I was to him, I watched him. I am not leaving my baby mama in the room with that nigga. I never, not the only, not even the one I don't like, or the one that don't like me. Cause that's how that nigga move. There is no, oh, I'm not gonna mess with her. I mean, that's how he got with Miss LA.
Oh, he got with her the same way, yo?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? That was his boy Drake. I'm sure was a little, I think he just fell in love with the sneaky link. He was in jail. It was easy.
And you just being around Suge, you was knocking down some of the females too.
You want me to say with Mary? You want me to say with Mary though? Stop this dialogue. I'm not finna get into that. I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. My music going too good. I don't want no problems. But I mean, nothing I said was a lie. And all of that was during that same time. And this right here is definitely like proof. So we don't know. It might be some pictures to what I've already said that's coming forward soon. Where all those people was at the table, because I remember a photographer being there as well. I just don't know. You don't know what Suge have and what he don't have.
Oh man, if that picture of you and Mary J come out, just y'all just being in the same space.
Yeah. I mean, what's you think that's worth? I get that picture coming back. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no problems though. Even when I said it and I'll say it again, I kind of said it because I caught a lot of flack. The way that I said it and some of the graphical things that I shared, being funny. But as I said before, no disrespect. Mary's a legend. It was nothing to take nothing from it. And then even people have been reposting the stuff, and I've been getting inboxes like, Mary raped you, you should sue her, and da 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 da. I didn't say any of those things. When I mentioned those things, that wasn't even what that story was about. I was just kind of like talking out my ass, telling the truth. When I say talking out my ass, because I know y'all be checking everything. Everything that I said was factual, but I think everything is about being respectful, and I said some in a disrespectful way, but y'all get the gist of it. And if you didn't, go get my books, Stranger on Death Row.
The public revelations from Blige and Ventura, along with other accusers, have painted a picture of an environment at Bad Boy Records that was rife with exploitation and ab*C. Several women have come forward, including Joy Dickerson, who alleges *shoe ab*C and coarse drug use during the early 1990s. While working on a music video project with Diddy in another disturbing case, an unnamed woman claims she was raw*ed by Diddy and his associates when she was just 17 years old. These cases add to the growing body of evidence against Diddy, raising questions about his conduct both in and outside of the music industry nightclub in the city here. With a music producer, he didn't think he was getting into that the man who was raped in the Hans, he thought he was going to a white party. Who wouldn't want to go to a white party? I would have gone to a white party. Back in the day, I wouldn't go now, but they went there innocently, and this is what happened to them. I never went, I appreciate you very much. We will follow the cases through the duration. All right, nice to see as things come out. You'll be welcome counsel to make the case as it's countered. Tom Schfer. Thank you very much, Christmas. To forward right, hey, thanks for watching. Go to join in to find News Nation on your screen, and don't forget click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage For now, the investigation into Diddy's actions continues and more Vict *chems may come forward as the legal process unfolds. The coming months may reveal even more troubling details, but the bravery of those who have spoken out like Mary Ju Blige ensures that the conversation about and thanks for watching Punchline Pro.